Joining us now via telephone from Washington, D.C., David Bossie, president of Citizens United, the group that co-sponsored the summit. We should note, for purposes of full disclosure, that in my days immediately after leaving Congress, it was my honor to serve as the Ronald Reagan Fellow for Citizens United. Dave Bossie, welcome in. You and I have about 4 minutes to talk about this thing. It's tough to pack it all in there, but what do you think were the central themes that emerged from the summit?
Well, first of all, we had about 10 hours of a conference that we're going to try to talk about in 4 minutes. So, yeah, it is going to be a little difficult. It was such an amazing day, JD. I hope that some of your viewers got a chance to watch it on C-SPAN or on a live stream. It was an amazing day, and I'm so proud of the fact that we were able to pull it off. Let me just say, Governor Christie was courageous in his visit to Iowa and coming before a very conservative crowd. He got very good reviews because he tells it like it is. He always has. I'm not the biggest fan of the governor's, but I will tell you I respect his attendance. The main themes of the event were, talking about freedom and liberty and how Barack Obama has really destroyed time after time, year after year, really the underpinnings of our founding fathers and really the American style of government, whether it's through sham and shady legislative demon pass, getting his legislation through Congress or through executive fiat. The only things he's done are really quasi legal. So I'm telling you that the Republicans who were speaking as potential candidates were very much focused on the fact that Barack Obama is leading America down a path that we ought not go.
And I would assume also they had some things to say about Hillary Clinton. But let me talk about one of the Republican women who was there who made news over the weekend, Sarah Palin, with a speech. There have been some uncharitable reviews. John Fund of the National Review described Sarah Palin's speech as meandering and often bizarre. Let's listen to a little of what Sarah Palin said at the summit.
Things must change for our government. Look at it. It isn't too big to fail. It's too big to succeed. It's too big to succeed so we can afford no retreads, or nothing will change with the same people and same policies that got us into the status quo. Another Latin word, status quo, and it stands for, man, the middle class, everyday Americans are really getting taken for a ride.
Well, an interesting translation from the Latin, but all the catcalls aside, you were there in person. You heard Sarah Palin. We got a minute left. What is your response to hearing what Governor Palin had to say?
Well, she's a rock star. You know what? Not every single person that was there was on that day. Sarah Palin, I think, delivered some very powerful points in her presentation. Whether or not they were the connective tissue of her speech was perfect in its writing or perfect in its delivery is, to be honest with you, neither here nor there to me, because the people of Iowa, the Republican conservative voters of Iowa, love them some Sarah Palin, and she got a tremendous response. Even if the media wants to continue to attack her for whatever she would have said, I think they would have attacked her anyway.
Fair enough. David Bossie, president of Citizens United, we thank you for your time and your assessment. Of course, thank you, the two-word statement issued by the Democrats about Sarah Palin. Coming back, the candidates or would-be candidates in their own words from the Freedom Summit.